A goal in 14 seconds, a 83rd minute lifeline goal, and a penalty shootout that completely bring heroes from the goalkeepers. Yes, I am talking about the Copa del Rey final between Atletico Madrid and Real Sociedad, and I'm not gonna lie, this game was a real roller coaster. This game was a real roller coaster ride because there was end-to-end stuff, end-to-end things are happening, and as a neutral fan, I did really enjoy the match fully because the result was unexpected as Real Sociedad win the Copa del Rey and become the winner of the Copa del Rey final. So that was really unexpected because Atletico Madrid just beat Barcelona in the two-leg tie, and they do beat Barcelona in the two-leg back to back. So I was expecting that Atletico to win this match. So there was many stuff in the game, like we didn't have the time to settle in, and the stuff was happening and the big moments were happening. So let's talk about the game, let's talk about the whole match and what happened wrong for Atletico Madrid so that they couldn't win and Real Sociedad do win. Let's talk about it. So first up, it was Real Sociedad who started with the ball, and Real Sociedad give the ball to Moreno, the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper hacks the ball to the left hand side, and I don't know what happened. I don't know what Atletico Madrid defense was doing, but somehow Gudes got the ball and give a nice cross, and Barrenechea was the man who found it, and it was 14 seconds. Yes, it was literally 14 seconds on the clock. He just gives a head and he just finds the net. Just 14 seconds. Can you literally imagine that? Against Atletico Madrid, against the best haram ball, against the Talibani football, that you are scoring in the 14 seconds. That is crazy. That is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. That against a low block team, against a defensive team like Atletico Madrid, they concede the first goal in the 14 seconds. And the goal was absolutely unexpected. I didn't have time to settle in the match. I just started watching the match and 14 seconds it is goal. So that's how the first goal came. And after the first goal, like Atletico Madrid was not looking shaky. They was attacking. But I'm not gonna lie, the Real Sociedad defense was good. But until the 18th minute, Griezmann find a nice pass to Ademola Lookman, and Griezmann was on the left hand side, Lookman was on the middle. Griezmann give a pass to Lookman, and Lookman receive his ball in the right foot, take the ball to the left foot and gives a left footed finish, and that was an awesome calm finish from Lookman. And I do have to credit, I was talking about Lookman that he was really a key player. He was linked to Barcelona many times, multiple times in the last year, and I do tell Lookman was a kind of player that is really crucial, really threatening in the box because he had that finishing ability. After that it was equal, so Real Sociedad was attacking, and at the 83rd minute when like Musso did get a very bad mistake trying to step across like this and give a fist to the head of the Barrenechea, and it was a really bad tackle. Maybe Musso was not intentionally did that, but it was a bad foul, and referee did give a penalty to Real Sociedad, and it was the unforgettable who was calmly wrong-footed the goalkeeper and gives the finish, and it was 2-1, and Real Sociedad got the lead at the just end of the first half, and they were looking like flying that time. Because for me, in the first half, Atletico Madrid was not looking that much good. Atletico Madrid was not looking that much threatening. Yes, they do score by Ademola Lookman, but they was not looking so much threatening. Real Sociedad was more looking threatening, and in defense wise, they were really good. I was expecting that Atletico Madrid will be defending really good in this match, but they were not defending, they were attacking more rather than defending. So they have to make the scoreline equal. So they was trying to get a lead, in the first half, and that's how I guess their defense was shaky, and that's how they conceded a penalty. So in the second half started. Second half is not like the first half. Second half, Diego Simeone gives some, I guess, steroid to Atletico Madrid. They were attacking constantly, attacking. After the second half started, I was finding that they were lacking a focal point in the box because they were trying crosses after crosses in the box. So at this 63 minute, Alexander Sørloth came into the pitch, and after that, they were trying crosses after crosses and crosses after crosses, and the focal point was the Alexander Sørloth. So Sørloth did get a really couple of chances, but most of them was saved by Marino, and Marino was really playing good over the whole match. So at the 83 minute, like, Alvarez was fined by Almada, gives a nice pass to Alvarez. He received the ball in his right foot, take the ball on the left foot, gives a nice finish, a banger finish, and it was a goal. The ball did find in the net, and I'm not gonna lie, there was a banger goal. That was a banger goal. Why? Because Marino don't even try to save that. Like, he was just looking like the ball was just coming, and he just didn't try to save that. That how the shot have the power. And I do have to say that Alvarez was looking like Aguero. He do have that much a height like Aguero, and the shooting I saw from Alvarez, that was really good, and that gave me the vibe of Aguero. So that was a nice finish. But at the 83rd minute, the way as Real Sociedad was defending, and after the 83rd minute goal, I was not expecting they will be attacking much more, because Oyarzabal got injured and he got substituted at the 78th minute. But Real Sociedad was trying, but Atletico Madrid was looking too much desperate to get a lead and finish the game at the 90th minute. But they couldn't just finish the game because Real Sociedad was defending with their lives, defending with their whole energy. And at the 96th minute, game time ended and the game went for the extra time. And at the extra time, the first extra time half, it was looking like the player was exhausted, the shoulder was dropped, that intensity dropped because they were not looking that much sharp, because obviously after 90 minutes, that much in an intense game, that much in a Copa del Rey final, it's not easy to match that intensity. So the whole game plan was try to absorb the pressure of the both teams. Real Sociedad was looking good in the extra time first half, and at the 99th minute, Alvarez got a really good chance. Like, he gives a banger shot from his right foot, aiming the second bar, and that shot was really powerful. But unfortunately, that shot hit the woodwork, and the woodwork was shaking. And I do have to credit to Alvarez. He was trying everything to make a chance, a clear-cut chance. He was trying to make everything for make a goal, but he just couldn't. That's how Real Sociedad did got a couple of chances in the first half. That's how the first extra half ended. And the second extra half, like, Atletico Madrid was trying their best. They were looking utterly desperate to score a goal. But after 5 or 6 minutes, both managers do realize that it was not going in nowhere. So let's just finish the game and let's just go for the penalty shootout. If you're enjoying the review this far, do make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. It's free and it will really help me a lot. So let's just jump into the most exciting part of the whole game, the penalty shootout. And the penalty shootout did give me some crazy drama, crazy things that I was not expecting from the penalty shootout. Because the penalty shootout started and the first man came for the penalty shootout. It was Alexander Sørloth, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect that Sørloth to miss a penalty shootout. Sørloth shot on the right side and Marino just did read the ball and gives a wonderful save. And the first penalty shootout was missed by Sørloth. And in the second penalty shootout, Atletico Madrid, it was Alvarez. And second penalty shootout, Alvarez did shot on the left side, and that also read by Marino, and Marino did save that goal again. It was that both center forward and both attacker was in the first, like the Sørloth and Alvarez, and they both missed the chances. They both missed the penalty shootout. I am not expecting Alvarez to miss the penalty because he was such a key player in the whole game. Even you can see the rating, 8.3 rating. He was such a key that I was not expecting that. Even I was thinking that Atletico Madrid should give Alvarez the first penalty shootout so that he can score the goal and give a nice energy to the whole team. But even the Alvarez missed, and that was really cost. Musso did save a penalty shootout, but it wasn't enough because all other of Real Sociedad team, they scored banger goals. Even they wrong-footed the keeper. And for Atletico Madrid, except the Solot and Alvarez, everyone scored. And it was 3-4 in the penalty shootout, and Real Sociedad won the Copa del Rey final. They become the champions of the Copa del Rey, and I literally not expecting that Real Sociedad will win against the Atletico Madrid, because I was thinking that they really do have a chance go in the final in the Champions League. But I have to think more now the way Atletico Madrid finished in the whole match. So let's just talk about the statistic of the whole match so we get a clear perspective of Atletico Madrid and the whole game. So the statistic was 1.96 XG created by Atletico Madrid and 1.62 XG created by Real Sociedad. 19 shot was taken, 15 shot was taken by Real Sociedad. 4 was shot on target, 6 on shot on target. Oh my god, that's mean Real Sociedad was really effective, and that was I observed in the whole game. Big chance created 3, big chance created 2, 3 big chance missed. That was the thing that cost Atletico Madrid. Real Sociedad did miss only 1 big chances. So overall, like if you are getting 19 shots, then you have to finish, and they do finish 2 goals. So it is a good performance, but Atletico Madrid was looking really threatening in the second half. They was trying everything. They did get some good chances, but they just couldn't finish them. They just couldn't finish because the goalkeeper was on top from the Real Sociedad. So let's just talk about the best player of the whole match. And best player of the whole match from Real Sociedad team, it's have to be Marrero, because he was absolutely on a next level in this match. Because if I show you the statistic, then minutes played 120 minutes played, saves 2 saves given, penalty shootout save 2, just 2 goal conceded. But the most important thing that he said multiple times in the crosses, because that was not shown in the statistic, but if you see the game, multiple time Marrero did save from those crosses that was coming for Solot. Marrero saved all of them, and that's how Marrero was performing in the whole match, because Marrero was saving after saving the crosses, even some kind of big chances Marrero was saving. So I did have to say that Marrero was on a next level in this match. And if I have to say the second best player, it have to be Oyarzabal, because Oyarzabal did score a penalty and he was trying his best to impact in the game, and he did play a good match. And in the Atletico Madrid side, if I have to say the best player, then it have to be the Julian Alvarez, because he was trying everything to get a goal. He was trying everything to combine, everything to make a chance. If I show you the statistic, then as you can see, 120 minutes played, 1 goal given, expected goal 0.27, and he did finish the goal really well, because 0.27 xg, and he did finish that. Accurate passes 41 in the 46, 89% accurate passes. And I'm not gonna lie, if you saw the game of, he was the man who was doing everything for the team. He did give multiple shots. 1 shot was goal and 1 shot was off target. It hit Woodward. So he was the best player for me. Griezmann was top. Griezmann was gliding smooth, like buttery smooth. He did give an assist to Lookman. Griezmann was top in this match. Musso solid, but did concede a bad penalty, and that really cost Atletico Madrid. I'm not gonna lie, because after that penalty, they was looking desperate to get the equalizer. So that was my best player of the match. As a neutral, I enjoy the match fully. It was a worth of time to watch this whole game. So let me know in the comment how you enjoy my review, how you are looking Atletico Madrid can win in the Champions League semi-final against the Arsenal. We'll be making a UCL prediction and the previews. So do make sure to subscribe for that. I will be seeing you in the next video, and up until peace.